welcome to a new video update about Dutch contracting company Ten Hove. It has been well over a year since our last update, and a lot has happened since. 2023 was one of the most difficult seasons in recent farming history, especially the maize harvest. That was particularly tough. Before we get into that though, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any updates from Agrifoto. Maize is the crop that we will focus on in this video. One of the new purchases last year was this 12-row Steketee EC weeder. This impressive 9-meter wide machine is used to hoe crops that are sown on a 75-centimeter spacing. In Ten Hove's case, this is mainly maize. Here it is seen hoeing a very late organic forage maize crop at the end of June. The Fendt 720 Vario S4 in front was also purchased last season. The elements are individually hydraulically raised and lowered on the headland so as not to damage the crop. The finger weeders, to control weeds between the plants, are not in use here, but slight ridging bodies are fitted to cover any small weeds with a layer of soil. This hoe is steered via the EC Lite camera control system on both sides of the machine. As well as organic farmers, more and more conventional farmers are using mechanical weed control in their crops. Maize lends itself well for this method, and Ten Hove have invested in this outfit to be able to cover a lot of acres in a short period of time during the growing season. Impressive work rates can be achieved if the field size allows. We take a leap in time to mid-October. After a dry September, it started to rain, and it simply didn't stop. This Krone Big X 630 demonstrator model has to help the Fendt 720 that is unable to get off the field, despite the driven axles underneath the Quaco silage trailer. The challenging conditions were even too much for the forage harvester in the end, and the harvesting had to be postponed. The forage maize harvest was one of the most difficult ever in large parts of the Netherlands. Ten Hove's own Krone Big X 650 is seen in action here on a field where the conditions make it just about possible to harvest this crop. The damage to the soil is significant, but the maize has to be harvested, or else there won't be any feed for the cows. With the help from an extra towing tractor and the Quaco's driven axles, the tractors and silage trailers can travel the field. Models from Krone, Claas and John Deere were demonstrated last year as possible replacements for the 2009 Big X, but a decision has not yet been made. The older Claas Jaguar has, however, been sold this year. For the fields that are too wet for normal machinery, the help from specialist contractor Alsoren is enlisted. They are using this converted John Deere 7400 forage harvester and Cato track dumpers, and are thus able to harvest maize even under the most extreme conditions. Ten Hove's John Deere 6215R, that was also purchased last year, is using their VGM hook lift trailer to carry containers to and from the field. Another contractor is helping out with his Class Axion 830. Ten Hove have experience with this system that lends itself well for the low-lying fields in their home area. With a minimum of soil compaction, the tracked vehicles can harvest the maize crop. The drivers have a lot of experience, and the harvesting steadily keeps going, clearing this field. The wet field conditions last autumn also meant that it was difficult for arable farmers to drill winter cereals and plough their fields. Spading machines were frequently used. Ten Hove fitted their Selvatici crankshaft spader with a Lemkin power harrow and a Cord pneumatic drill as to deliver a one-pass solution. Here, winter wheat is being sown at the end of January on a field that grew potatoes last year. In wet years, these combinations are often the only solution to drill a crop when it is even too wet to plough and drill. A dispersal sale was held at the end of 2023 to replace some old tractors and machinery and allow for refreshments within the fleet. Fellow contractors also brought in material. Aside from farm machinery, spare parts, tyres and other material was auctioned off. The start of 2024 turned out to be just as wet as autumn 2023. We meet up with Ten Hove in February as the John Deere 6215R and hook lift trailer are used to transport some loads of brick cobblestones from one farmer to another. The Youngby L18 loading shovel is used with a special attachment to remove the sand and mud from between the stones and load them in the trailer. The loading shovel was purchased second-hand at the start of last year and is used for all kinds of jobs. The route that driver Niles has to take is about an hour long and quite picturesque. The load is first weighed at the company's own weighbridge before it is delivered to the customer. On the 16th of February, the slurry season started in the Netherlands. As the Fendt 828 is seen with an umbilical injector, we have come to the end of this video. During 2024, we'll be following the Ten Hove team more frequently, as there'll be a lot of new machinery to show. Thank you for watching, and please let us know what you think of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss the next video. Goodbye!